But everyone, Noah, is thinking about the tropics. We have Beryl out there right now, and then another system is forming right behind it.
And the good news here is I don't think either will directly impact us.
Good.
But both are going to be unusually early storms, as we've talked about. The fact that it's July 4th weekend, we're talking about Category 5 potential. Pretty unprecedented meteorologically speaking. So a couple of benchmarks for Beryl so far. If you've been busy, you've missed the news of the weather largely today, here's your recap. This is the first ever documented Category 4 hurricane in the month of June. The peak wind gust recorded so far from a weather sensor that did not get blown away, because we had several on those islands that got blown away. It stopped recording wind gusts, was 161 miles an hour earlier today in Grenada, the island, and this is the third earliest major hurricane, so Category 3 or higher, ever observed in the Atlantic, but it was the first, yesterday being the last day of June, ever Category 4 during the month of June. Here's the tropical outlook for the next week. The Eastern Pacific has been actually historically quiet. They may see their first system next week. So there's the track for Beryl over the next several days. It'll go towards Jamaica Wednesday, then the Yucatan Friday, then into the Bay of Campeche this weekend. Behind it, a 50% chance of development for Tropical Storm Debbie. If you missed the weather again over the weekend, we had briefly Chris that went into Mexico last night into this morning. That became a tropical storm. It's basically fallen apart now. So the next theme up is the D-named storm, which for this year is Debbie, and that one could follow right on the heels of this. So the reason why the image is getting dark like this, it's the visible satellite which the sun is setting, but I wanted to show it to you because I mean, you could put this on the cover of a textbook, to be honest. I mean, there's so much going on here. You can see that stadium effect, we call it, of the sun's angle casting a shadow within the eye of the hurricane itself. Really only the highest of high-end hurricanes do you see that. Here's the spaghetti models. And I want you to notice, even though there's a lot more I can't show you, because I can't get them in our graphical system here. I'd have to draw them manually. I just want you to watch where my hand is. There's about 20 of them that take it from Texas to Louisiana. So 20 of them here and about 80 into Mexico, into the Yucatan. So the majority take it down in here. However, about a quarter of the long-range ensembles suggest a hard right turn and re-strengthening into Texas or Louisiana this weekend. And I do think that's possible. So if you have travel plans, Gulf Coast, Texas, Louisiana, Mexico, you want to keep tabs with this closely. Look at the wave heights tomorrow, 35 to 50 feet on the eastern eye wall. Jamaica will get hit very hard with surf, 20 to 30 feet. The southern side of Cuba, a lot of onshore flow of 10 to 20 feet, and you can see this wall of surf that's going to head right towards Cozumel and Cancun, especially on the east side of the track as we go into Thursday night and Friday. For us, it's just quiet here at home. Actually, there's not a lot of showers and storms out there right now. It's hot, it's humid, it's summer, and it is July. All right, you can see we've got some showers popping up along the I-75 corridor, but indirectly, Beryl is influencing our weather. Indirectly, because it's helping to create a northeast wind in the atmosphere. Generally, in the summer, you don't get a lot of northeast wind, A, and B, a northeast wind for Florida, at least for central Florida, doesn't produce a lot of thunderstorms. So tonight, there's not a ton out there. And in fact, they're more up in the panhandle in southern Georgia. So through the evening, maybe a couple of showers, especially closer to I-75, but it's not a lot. Tomorrow, I think there'll be a little bit more. Here's 2 p.m. tomorrow. Notice we get some showers and storms by the evening, but it's really later the evening, 8 o'clock tomorrow, as opposed to the mid-afternoon like we had last week. So this is pretty much your classic Florida July forecast. It's hot, it's humid, and each day there's a chance of showers and storms that right now sits at about 60% daily.